It was a few years ago now, but how did we all get involved with the Engage to Change project?
Well, you was admin for LDW, wasn't you? And then you had a job coach attached for your admin position, and it was the early stages of the Engage to Change project, and that's how you knew about it.
And as a family, we've always supported you in whether it was college or in your job experience that you had with LDW. And when we took you down first by train to make sure you know where to get on the train, off the train, etc. And then they offered you, as part of the Engage to Change project, the admin post. And over the time you were with them, as the project progressed, naturally as a family were interested, and you filled us in on how the project was progressing naturally, and how you were hoping that it would be as good as it said it was going to be. You were very enthusiastic about it.
They did give you initially a lot of support, and they reassured the family that you had the adequate support that you needed.
I think that's what our main concern was, that you're a young man that can't say no. You don't always know when you're stressed or overworked. So the job coach put down markers for the employer to follow, so that your job experience was a pleasant one. And everyone's an individual, so everyone should have their own care plan, if I can say that. Some things work with some people and not with others, so it has to be tailor-made per client, and it was with you.
In school and further education, did you think at that time employment was an option for me?
At the time, no, I didn't think it was achievable, because as they said, you were 5 years behind your actual age understanding. But Oakdale Comprehensive put in a lot of support, and Caerphilly Youth Forum, you joined at 12, and they was doing different independent skills and travel training.
I was hopeful, always tried to be positive about things. Did I think you would be doing the role you're doing now? Never in a million years. I had hoped you were very interested, very enthusiastic about IT, so I thought perhaps you would be in that field in some shape or form, whether it was admin or I don't know, I'm not that IT savvy, but perhaps in that field was the road you would be going down on. But I knew it needed to be a job, a career that was flexible enough to interest you continually, and not something that you could perhaps get bored with, because you're the type of person that needs to be on the go with different things. Variety, I think, is your mantra. You like the variety. But the role you're in now has developed around you, and it's tailor-made for you. But no, never in a million years did I think you'd be doing this level of ambassador leading a project.
As you are aware, I am the lead ambassador for the Engage to Change project. After the project finishes, where do you see me as an employment in the future, say 5-10 years type down the road?
I know the lead ambassador role is unique, and it will come to an end. I can see you, because you are a very much people's person, so I think outreach worker. That's my opinion anyway.
Okay.
In the future, it won't perhaps be this type of role, but I honestly think that you have networked that well. There's a lot of people out there that could see your potential within their field. Again, I'm very hopeful, because I think, yes, you will be employed in the future, but your role will be different.
What difference has Engage Change project made to my personal and home life since the start?
As a mother, I've found that you've matured, you've more confidence in work and your social activities. And I'm very proud of you where you are today.
I was a bit apprehensive when they said you'd be working from home because you're one to get distracted. But we set up the office in your bedroom and it met all your needs. You started to time manage better. Again, it's due to you both managers that they support you with that. It also helped you with your mum to make sure that her calendar matched your calendar, because you're a little bit like a football team, home and away. So we needed to know where you are and what you were doing. And I think you've certainly settled in it and you've developed. And you've got at the moment, I feel, a nice work, social life, home life balance.
You're on several committees. You do their website, Facebook, social media. So that has given you the confidence, and you've got a nice social life, and you've got a nice lot of friends.
Yeah, I agree with your mum. It has. Gauge to Change has built your confidence, and anyone can achieve anything as long as they've got confidence in themselves. Everyone in the darts team, in the bowls club, know you're autistic. That's just Gerraint. It isn't a title, it isn't a stigma. That's Gerraint, or Griff as they call you, which I don't like.
They all love you.
And I think, yes, Engage to Change has given you that, definitely.
Would you recommend supported employment and job coaching for working with young people and families across Wales?
Elite was a good support to you, and also they were a good support in the beginning. As for the family, they would come up and visit us in our home, and that reassured us as a family, and for you as perspective, I think it has worked.
And they did include us all the way through, and it was so nice on BBC News this week to see Engage to Change. I was quietly cheering in my chair watching the news to see that from the beginning you talking to us about it and me being a bit cynical where local government and national government's concerned, and I think it isn't going to work. And then seeing that young man on the telly saying that through Engage to Change, and he has got a job, even when the project has finished, he will still have a job where he was. So I was thrilled for you and thrilled for the project.
Now the project has ended, do you think that employment support is still needed across Wales?
I think the project has proved that with support, anyone can maintain a job at any level. And I think Engage to Change has succeeded in that. Do you need support in the future? Yes. Does Engage to Change need to progress? It needs to change its title because it's already made a change with employment. So someone somewhere needs to find a more punchier title. And I think Welsh Government, in this political sense, should be in the forefront of all the other governments in UK to show that Wales can do it. No matter what your abilities, you can be employed.
What would you say to policy and decision makers across Wales, such as local authorities and Welsh Government?
Personally, I feel there should be a minister in Wales who can speak for people, autism, learning disabilities, to be their voice.
Yes, I agree with that. It should be a policy with Welsh Government to encourage a local councillor in each authority to have a lead for learning disabilities to be supported in their jobs. And I think Welsh Government should definitely have a minister with a title such as Learning Disability and Autism, and Minister to Promote Employment, something like that.